がうちに来て。
慌てるな。何があった？
家に押し入られて、女房と息子がまだいるんです。
家族を置いてきたのか？
戦えるわけない。武士に見えますか？
よし、助けてこよう。
You always have a choice. Well, I haven't played for a couple of days and now I have to remember what to do. Love a standoff. Correct. And you, sir? Any more? Any more? Oh my goodness. Please turn around and face this man. It's better remembering how to play. Oh, I've played this before and they did.
お侍どうでした？
どちらも死んでおった。無念だ。
助けるとおっしゃった。
The fuck do you mean, my dude? They were already dead.
死ぬべきだ。家族を見捨てたんだ。
己を責めるな。二人の死を無意にするな。お主も猛虎に抗い人を救ってやれ。
努めます。
So close. And yet. Well-being. For now, because there aren't that many dogs in the open. Fast.
北に向かおうと思ってます。ここに逃げてきたやつ。
この近くに役立つものはないか？
残念ながらですが、神社をお参りすれば手を差し伸べてくれるはず。鳥居を見つけて社まで進めば何かいただけるかも。
神の加護を受けた護符があるというな。ぜひ手に入れたいものだ。
あなたの一つ一つが癒しとなります。
誰か助けてお願いします。ねえ、もう許して。
御仏の教えを。
No, I know about you. You're a sketchy piece of shit.
酒井様、ご無事で。お言いつけ通り、街道を避けてここまで参りました。
お主も無事でよかった。息子も怪我はないな。
父よりも立派な子です。あなた様に助けていただいたこと忘れません。
達者で暮らせ。さらばだ。
木のまま逃げてきた連中ですが、あなた様の助けになりたいと言ってます。
足立様が受けた仕打ちは。
ほらな、言ったろう。望みはあるんだ。
困っておる様子だが、何があった？
二の集落でひどいいさかいがありまして、賊と猛虎が殺し合ってたんです。
そやつらが揉めようと止める道理はないが、民が巻き込まれるのは避けたい。お主は逃げよう。俺が見てこよう。
菰田の戦場を漁ってる連中がいるらしい。
一族老頭殺されたらしい。生き残りは私。
鎧はお体に合ってます？お体の傷も減りましょう。
Well, that's looking better.
ああ、素材を十分にお持ちでないようですね。あなた様のお役に立ててよかった。
かつて猛虎がかすむほど恐ろしい敵がいました。その伝承。
刀鍛冶をお探しですか？堺家に伝わる宝刀、素晴らしい一品です。
見ただけでわかるのか？
私には刀の顔がわかるのです。人と同じくそれぞれ違うのですよ。堺様、素材をお持ちくだされば喜んでその宝刀を鍛えて差し上げましょう。
Not gonna upgrade, but there we go.
また来よう。
Thanks, bro. Wow. Going. Good main path for now. Uh,
これで我らも
well, I guess you did. Yeah. Wow, it's more than one. Yeah, for fucking with bears, dude.
さあかかってこい。
Buddy, you gonna have a go as well? Yeah, he's fucked. Yeah. I'm it.
助かりました。
Oh, don't fucking open that, you penis. Jesus Christ, pick up the iron. Errors. Supply. Correct.
Yuna だ。
Yeah, we're not going there. Yeah, we're searching this fucking place. Everything is good. Well, I could have swore there were more dudes here. Maybe not. Let me drop it now.
Yuna だ。
ジン、待ってたよ。
一人で倒したのか。
来るなら早く来て。危うく死ぬところだったよ。猛虎が捕虜を連れて川上に向かったらしい。鍛冶屋を見たって人もいる。
弟か。
もしかしたらね。金田の入り江の近くに野営があるって聞いた。
場所ならわかる。
力を貸してくれる人は見つかった？
二人見つけた。 石川先生と足立雅子だ。
苦労したろ。
よし。
後でタカも手伝ってくれるよ。ああ、もうすぐあの子に会えるんだね。
お主はいい姉だ。
そんなことない。
弟は何というかな。
あんたにも兄弟はいるの？
俺の身内は叔父上だけだ。
助けた後はどうするの？
休みたい。叔父上がいらっしゃれば島は救われるからな。
そればっかりだね。
勝てるはずのない戦を制してきたお方だぞ。お主は弟を助けた後どうする？
実は考えてる暇はなかった。傷はどう？もう痛まない？
ほぼ治った。お主の手当てのおかげだ。
あんた心の内は明かさない男だね。
そう見えるかもな。武士ならば感情を御せと叔父上に言われた。幼い頃から受けてきた教えだ。
なんだか生きづらそうだ。
それがものの札。この先に川を見渡せる場所がある。
そこからなら野営がよく見えそうだ。あれが野営？入れそうにないな。
数日でしつらえたものならばどこかに隙間がある。探すぞ。
タカを助けなきゃ。敵に騒がれずに。
何か手があるはずだ。奥の守りは硬そうだ。あの岩は登れそうだ。
足場が緩いと崩れる。気づかれるよ。
正面の壁は出来上がっておらぬな。
隙間があるかも。
Either way, we gotta
正
take out
面
that
の壁
archer.
に隙間がありゃ中に忍び込める。
そして猛虎を全て切り伏せる。
もし手違いがあれば捕虜が殺されるよ。何度も見てきたんだ。忍び込むしか手はないからね。
Fuck.
まるで野党だ。
Stealth.
不満でもあるのかい？
この島はかつて賊がのさばっていた。しかし武士が乱を鎮め正義をもたらしたのだ。我らは誉れと共に生き、誉れのために身を捨てる。かつて我が父も平和のために命を捨てた。
私だって同じだよ。だけど今はやらなくっちゃ。
叔父上の教えに背くわけにはいかん。
今は目をつぶって家族を助けたいんだ。あんただってそうじゃないの？
近くに寄ってみよう。様子を探りたい。
それじゃあ暗くなるまで待とう。
行くぞ。
タカは苦労してるんだ。猛虎が来る前から。
守ってやったのだな。
兄弟だからね。タカは盗みを嫌ったけど飢えて死ぬよりはマシだろう。やるしかなかった。
俺も武士になるほかなかった。だが教えに背くのはやはり。
猛虎に殺されてた方が幸せだった？恨みを晴らしたいんだろ？なんだってやらなきゃ。
通るぞ。
Oh, this is not going to go stealthily. Or maybe it is.
蹴取られれば捕虜が殺される。
じゃあ音を立てずに喉をかっ切るしかないね。
Please die quietly. Not the samurai way.
お前はどう見る？
足を怪我しています。矢が当たりましたね。
手負いの熊は死に物狂いだ。抜かるでないぞ。
わかりました。
後を追うぞ。
この地に熊が出るなんて。
そうだな。戦火の槍川から逃げてきたのだろ
う。謀反者のせいです。罰として熊の餌にしてやりましょ
う。いやしきことを申すでない。
ここで倒れましたね。虫の息です。
ああ、すぐ近くにおるな。気を抜くなよ。
分かってます。とどめは私に刺させてください。
お前が感情を御せるのであれば、その時は考えてやる。
いました。
夜な、生きておるやもしれん。この焼き傷では死なぬはず。
見てください。この傷の跡は矢ではありません。
槍川だな。
卑怯者、地頭様の背を狙うと。
酒井、怒りを抑えろ。人殺しになりたいか、こやつのように。我らは武士だ。
ですがお重よ、罪人はその命をもって償わせねば。
目をそらすな。怒りや恐れで人を殺めてはならん。誉れを胸に切れ。敵を前にして背を向けてはならぬ。命を奪う時も相手を見据えろ。情けと覚悟を持て。それが侍の姿だ。虚に乗ずるは臆病の印。
ジン、どうした？
タカを探そう。見つかるわけにはいかん。
五感を研ぎ澄まして頭の中まで野党になるんだ。
Can't go that way. Around the son of a bitch. How do we get that fuck at it?
Perdeu? And huge fish. Tavern bear.
見に行こう。違う。タカじゃない。
よく中に入れたな。逃げるぞ。話は後だ。
行くよ。
川まで進むぞ。そこなら安全だ。
お主は菅笠衆か。
かつてはな。あそこも飯に困ってきたから抜けてきたんだ。
志村殿が捕まりお助けするにも人手が足りぬ。手伝ってくれ。
無理だ。だが菅笠衆に聞いてみろ。筒の氷で猛虎を襲ってるって聞いた。岸平原の近くの海岸だ。
こっち。弟を探してるタカという刀鍛冶。
覚えはない。多くが他へ移された。
捕虜が移されたって言ったね。どこだ？
アザモウラがどうとかって。そういえば鍛冶屋の男を見た。若くてヒゲの生えた槍川の出だったはずだ。
嘘じゃないだろうね。
鍛冶屋が見つかるといいな。
タカがアザモウラで生きてる。
壁で囲まれた村か。策もなく乗り込めば返り討ちに遭うだろ
友人が手を貸してくれるかもしれない。
う。よかろう。まずはタカを救い、それから叔父上だ。
ジン、タカならどんな道具だってすぐに作ってくれる。でもその後二人で島を出たい。
猛虎のことならば案ずるな。叔父上が止めてくださる。とどまり故郷のため戦え。
故郷は私とタカがいるところさ。友人はアザモの氷にいる。ツツとの境だ。
そこで落ち合おう。
楽じゃなかっただろう。教えに背くこと。
なすべきをなしたまで。
そっか。
レイダー。
志村、お主に労は似合わん。たむかわぬよう民に言い聞かせろ。さすれば縄を解いてやる。己のざれ言は聞かん。殺せ。 すべてを失ったつもりのようだが、おいはまだ生きておるぞ。 ジン、
我が勢が道を塞ぎ、村々の近くには野営を敷いた。全てを掌握している。おいもじき見つかろう。
堺は一生懸命に戦うはずだ。わしもな。
大事か。対馬の民はどうだ。お主は父も同然。我が子を見捨てるのは辛かろう。
己のしもべにはさせんぞ。
Shooting! Wait, so I can parry unblockables. Up by blue glint in lines can be parried. Stance. Seen those yet? Incoming projectiles. I that one. Any more? No, I didn't. Do right click. That way. Side quest.
Sakai.
Why don't I have my fucking bow on me?
先生、巴の消息は？
つかめたが、今のお主ではかなわんな。
巴を鬼とお思いですか？
まあ、誤りではあるまい。あやつに恐れはない。誉れを知らぬ生まれついての人殺しだ。
覚えがあります。
いや、お主にはわからん。来い。
いずこへ？
弓の修練場、猛虎が鍛えておるらしい。おそらく巴もおるはず。
巴が恐れ知らずであれば良い味方になりましょ
う。恐れ知らずは獣と同じ。
獣では弓を得得できません。
忘れることだ。味方になりはせん。
敵は撃つより味方に引き込むのが得策。
それが猛虎のやり口だ。
いかにも止めなければ。
中山で捕虜が死んでおっただろう。あれは巴が殺めたものだ。初めてではなかろう。
何か事情があるのやも。
事情などあるものか。ここを登っていけ。
先生は登れますか？
どうした、もたもたするな。
手を貸しますぞ。
What the fuck?
まずまずの出来だ。
登る以外なかったのでは？
いや、登れと言っただけだ。お主の鍛錬にな。やだ、日本式のものもある。
猛虎は離れた様子です。
的の近くに足跡があるかもな。
的などどこに？
櫓のそばだ。
まずまずの出来。
矢が落ちたところへ行け。ほら急げ。
幾人の猛虎が稽古を積んだ。人の首を的に見立てたのか。先生、猛虎です。
Whoa, 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 whoa.
さい。我说大声，大声！
なかなかの腕だ。
存分に休めましたか。
立ちさばきを観察していたのだ。
猛虎がおるとご承知でしたね。
まあな。
伝えなかったわけは。
あれ式の敵に敗れるようでは巴には歯が立たぬからな。
これは戦だとお忘れですか。
戦を解かれる筋合いはない。これからも腕試しは続けるぞ。
道理で巴に襲われるわけです。
はてさて、巴はどこへやら。
探しましょう。ここに足跡が10人かそれ以上。
後を追え。
Get out the way, dude. Come on.
巴を見つけてもたじろぐな。うかうかしておったら死ぬぞ。
次こそ弓をお使いに。
あやつがいればな。
いなかったら
お主一人で十分ではないのか。
無論です。
よくぞ申した。
Isn't heavy there, old man. I mean, there was some supplies.
あやつら
民を的に弓の稽古とは
何の罪があるというのだ。
こっちです。
猛虎の中に島の女子はいたか。
やはり島の者命を下してました。
どのような。
先生がどうとか湯がどうとか聞こえたのはそれだけ。
The fuck? Wow, what the fuck? Interesting. I think this game's got a memory leak. Fuck's sake, don't tell me we have to fucking do this again. No, we don't. Good. Okay. That was gonna suck. Execution was good.
猛虎の中に島の女子はいたか？
やはり島の者命を下してました。
どのような？
先生がどうとか湯がどうとか聞こえたのはそれだけです。面目ない。
No, no, fuck. You stuff.
Gedoに技を授けてしまったか。
巴は猛虎を指揮していたそうです。日吉の湯の名も出したとか。
よからぬことを始める気だ。酒井、お主の平日、志村やわしの教えではないな。
猛虎は比類なき強敵です。倒すことを優先したまで。
武士が守りてぞ。追い打ちは野党のすること。
菰田を知らぬゆえ。
見ずともわかるわ。地獄であったであろう。だが次の外道を育てる気はないぞ。
いかにも。外道は一人で十分。
巴が日吉の湯を狙っておるなら備えなければならぬ。よいな。では道場で会おう。
Damn. Where do we want to spend that point?
よし。
Show what the difference is. There we go. Okay, so resolve is the heal. Need that in a minute. Can go for that. Is there dicks. Get the sword upgrade.
暖かいところで眠りたい。
お侍様。
菰田の浜で猛虎がお侍に勝てたのは数で上回ってたからだそうだ。それは違う。
鎧を整えてもよろしいでしょうか。これで安全です。
では。
No, 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 I don't want it. Fucking put it on now. Jesus Christ.
Fuck,
I had an upgrade. What? Use it all on. Don't mind that.
この近くでお侍様を見たって聞いたよ。
ジン、こっちに来い。
ねえ、稽古台を使ってる人を見たことある？じゃあ幾度も失敗したの？5回試したけど、竹を3本切るのが精一杯だったね。
酒井。
巴の消息は？
日吉の家の内と外で人が居殺されたそうだ。おかげで村の往来はすっかり減ってしまった。
巴の仕業だと？
適切な場に弓取りを置けば村の孤立などたやすい。
先生が長尾家でお使いになられた兵術ですね。
巴は覚えが早いな。
いかにも、まるであなたの分身です。
ならばそれを逆手に取ってやるぞ。来い。
いかにして敵を見つけるのです？
己を巴と思え。日吉の人の出入りを掌握するのであれば、どこに兵を置く？
宿の後ろの道に。
いいな。隠れ場もなければ見通しも悪い。わずかな人数で村全体を制すのだぞ。
村の入り口を兵で固めてはいかがでしょ
う。もはや街道に人はおらぬぞ。兵を置くだけ無駄だろう。
浜への道は数人で足ります。
さよう。
村の橋を見張る者がいるでしょ
う。いかにも。
村の南の道は上り坂。弓を射るには最適かと。
筋がいいではないか。見込みがあるな。では参るぞ。
Anything else in there I can fucking nick.
巴には他に何を？
余さず教えた。
長尾家を去った言われさえも
伝えてやったぞ。湯に浸かるため身を引いたのだとな。
なれど弟子は取った。
しばらく後にな。
何故です？
弓を置くことはわしにとって死と同義。まだ死ぬつもりはない。
指南役を捨てたことに後悔は？
弓の腕を鍛えるほど己も鍛えられる。武士の本懐とは己。そろそろ用心しろ。
尋常に勝負。
تعال وركز
Oh man, that new parry. That's sick.
وصلوا طاشة أتسبري طاشة
巴はおりません。
進むぞ。
罪なき者まで殺めて 巴は島民としての誇りまで捨てたのか。
猛虎があやつに約束したのは権力、富、地位。ここでは得られぬものだ。
己の出自を疎んじておったということか。
大主は優しすぎるな。
優しさは強みです、武士にとっても。
誰の教えだ？つむじか？
叔父上です。慈悲の心はあだにあらずと示してくださいました。
志村殿が情けをかけた者は害なき者のみ。過つなよ。
よし。
敵襲。
Your fucking bro go.
Yeah. 蛇の住処もあと一つ。来い。
巴はいかにして弟子に？
父親の粗末な夢だけ持って道場に現れ、帰ろうとしなくても。
追い返そうとは？
しかしだが次から次へと的に矢を当てようって。まったく度肝を抜かされたわ。
鍛えていたのでしょう。
構えは不格好。あれでは戦に向かぬ。だが矢を外すことをためらう。度胸だけは。
天賦の才か。
殺しの才。気づくのが遅すぎたかな。
旗持ちが戦場に乗り込むのみたい。
いざ勝負。
Stand off, motherfucker!
Korek shik nam khom ya! Tosho! Turke! Ready? Tosho!
そちらの精鋭を出せ。
発射役所続出したどうしようどうしよ
Oh.
あっちゃさあっちベリー
石川はいるか。
己何用だ。
ああ、ことづてがある。
申せ。
石川、日吉の民は全て命を乞うことになる。長尾博則に撃たれた者の。
黙れ。
Took a lot of shit for a dead guy.
長尾博則。賊に殺されたはずでは。
昔の話だ。
優れた弓取りだったと聞きます。弟子だったのですか。
いや、すべて巴のデタラメだ。
すべてではないでしょう。
疑心暗鬼にさせるための策だ。日吉を守れるのはわしら二人しかおらんからな。
ならば信じましょ
う。村の守りを練らねばならん。手はずが整ったら道場に来い。
よし、ノブ。少し疲れたか。
それ。
黄色のウグイス。初めてだ。後を追ってみる。
Fuck you going, bird?
酒井。手遅れになる前に日吉の湯を巴から救うぞ。
なぜ日吉に固執するのでしょう。
あれをことで力を示したいのだ。恥を知らぬな。
なれど地の利は我らに。軍勢だろうが退けられましょ
う。または村を猛虎にしてやる。巴は勝利に酔いしれ、用心をその隙を叩く。
村を犠牲にするとおっしゃるのですか。
その価値はあるであろ
う。それでは巴と同じです。
確かにな。巴は北から来る。そちらに注力しよう。
これより高台に行き矢を置き。
酒井、聞こえたか。一夜一冊。
This motherfucker.
手を放ってきよったか。
我らを狙うにしては数が少ない。
あるいは時を稼いでおるのか。
日吉の湯が襲われている。
行くぞ。
All right, ill. Taking the bodies.
わしが死んだらお主が巴を殺してくれ。
Change your mind? What the fuck you doing, dude?
お主らここへ。
いかがなさいました。
猛虎が日吉に向かっておる。
皆を宿に集めて隠れておれ。敵はわしらが。
はい、そのように。
ここは見晴らしが良い。挟み撃ちの心配もなさそうだ。急がねば。地の利をどう生かす。何もないか。
ありものを使うまで蜂の巣か。
足止めになるな。
樽で痛手を与えられるやも。草むらに猛虎を誘い込むか。
火の矢は持っておるか。火の矢を持て。わしらまで燃やすでないぞ。
ならば下がっていてください。
備える。猛虎が来るぞ。
奴らです。
よし、わしの弓術を解くと見るがいい。降りてくるぞ。殺せ。
一夜一冊で参る。
まずの出来だ。
造作もない。
抜かるなよ。街道から来るぞ。
お任せを。お前はどこだ。援軍が。
奴らを冥府に脅してやれ。
ひとまずは。
来よったな。
あれが巴。
あやつめ長尾の旗を
捕らえましょう。
今からでは間に合わぬわ。
腰抜けめ。
いや、バカにしておるのだ。巴の前の弟子が長尾博則だと知っておるのだろ
う。弟子ではないと聞きました。どちらです？
かつてのわしは若く傲慢で無情だった。博則はその姿を真似て兵を率いて謀反を起こした。敗れたものの長尾家の精鋭を道連れにしよった。
賊と戦った末死んだのではないのですね。
それは長尾家を守るための作り話。師としての責を問われ、わしは全ての信頼を失った。情けとして指南役のみ降ろされてな。ああ、休日を失わずに済んだと己を慰めたが、見てみろ。こんなものに何の価値がある。
巴にも聞かせたのですか？
わしが再び 弓を教える意味を知ってほしかった。結局あやつにも裏切られたがな。
広則の罪も償えず、巴の心も変えられず。しかし日吉の民を救ったのは確かです。
新たな弟子と共にな。
金田の木に来てくだされ。
ああ、無論だ。だが巴の後も追う。必ず捕らえねば。
承知しました。
子供が壊されてしまう。奴らが対馬に来る前は
重則様の紫伝一戦をご存知ですか？
その技はただの言い伝えであろう。
琵琶法師は本当のことだとおっしゃっていました。
あちこちの村で法師の噂を耳にすることはあったが、
今は小松の火事場の近くにいるはずです。もしお話通りの強力な技であれば、敵に使われてはひとたまりもないでしょうね。
血を吸って真っ赤になってるんだと。猛虎は私たちをどうするつもり？奴らの正体はもののけ。対馬に
ジン、こっちに来い。
加減はせんぞ。
心の内では震えているんだろう。
来い。生き延びような。走れ、ロブ。
足が
早く逃げよう。じきにここは見つかる。猛虎にとっちゃ俺らは手負いの鹿か。お侍。
何があった？
猛虎と手を組む秋人がいます。そいつが持ってる通行証を家族と奪おうとしたんですが、万兵に返り討ちにされ。
それには命を懸けるほどの価値があるのだな。
通行証があれば誰でも猛虎に止められることなく自由に道を通れます。
役に立ちそうだ。
ええ、その通りで、秋人の荷車は道の先に残ったままです。
俺が代わりに見つけてこよう。お主らは休んでおれ。
気をつけて。すでに兵が集まっているはずです。秋うどの荷車だ。猛虎兵、小屋の男らと戦ったのか。
Always Mongols.
秋うどはおらぬか。通行証はないな。もう子供。
Atış beri! Doşo! Doşo! Durun! Doşo! Doşo!
小屋の男らが狙いか。知らせてやらねば。
Fuck you, gonna dude.
遅かった。
They're all dead.
お侍、こちらへ。
通行証を持ったアキュードを助けてください。実は弟なんです。
なんだと？
通行証を奪おうとしたのも全て家名のためでした。
猛虎に加担したのであれば許してはおけぬ。
そんないいやつなんです。どうか。
無事かはわからぬが探して
お願いします。
兵は後を残しておるはずだ。あった、あっちか。脇にそれた。参る。
侍アーガー脱出。Ой, өдөөг чи хардаа. Бари, тийм ээ. Айтуу. Ямар нэг юм. Энэ хасгүй бай. Тише. Дөрвиш гасан бололтой. Ямар нэг юм харгу. Юм аахаа. Хертен байгаа юу? Юм алгаа.
まず奴らを。
Wat sa ders met 'n seremstep pa? Ara multot чадахгүй. Барчла, яа кубе. Ингэсэн хүннийг нь алах ёстой. Бүгдээрээ мос самураг не туцгаа.
安全になるまで動きたくない。
Seremstebe. Ахад үцэрбал. Өгтөг болохно. Тише. Хануу. Тулаад чатаа.
Shit.
早く
逃がしてやる。
ありがとうございます、お侍。
礼などいらぬ。猛虎に加担しておると聞いたが。
奴らが約束したんです。物資を運べば家族は見逃すと。
兄は死んだぞ。お主の通行証を奪おうとしておった。
そんな、あのバカ。道理で俺が疑われたわけだ。通行証など持ってません。あれには運び手の名が彫られてるんです。
他のものは使えないのか。もう行け。また猛虎と手を組んでみろ。
その前に殺される。それより家族が気がかりですが、顔向けはできません。ああ、なんてことを。どうすればいい。
Oh, that's not my fucking problem. Always watch the feet. Wow, that was fucking easy. What the hell? You gonna start some shit or what? You're gonna stay stuck in there? Oh, okay, you're stuck. Fucked. Yeah. He gets unstuck. I'm gonna be in. I am going to be stuck in. Fuck, bro. I can't fucking attack you. There we go. Now it's... Oh no. You were stuck. Nope, still not the secret place.
我らは味方ですよ。お侍、カシネの森に行ってはなりませんよ。あそこは怒かれる怨霊の住処。侍の霊が血を求めています。
今は戦の最中、すべて人の仕業であろう。
ですが森に入って戻った者はいません。猛虎も島の者も。それにムクロはすべて侍の太刀で切られているそうです。
怨霊ごときが太刀を握れるものか。調べてこよう。
俺に勇気があったら浜に忍び込んで売れそうなものを盗んでこの島。出るのによ。
お侍様、ここを通ってはなりません。
武士と知っていながら俺を止めるのか。どういう了見だ。
私の役目は神社を守ること。この戦が終わった後、神のご加護を再び求めて民が詣に来るときに鳥居がなくては困るでしょう。
今こそ加護がいる時だ。
そうですが、社への道は険しく、私も一度参ろうとしたところ途中で死にかけました。
俺ならたどり着ける。木登りも崖登りも得意であったからな。
もし社まで行けましたら、島のためお祈りしてご符をお持ち帰りください。身につければ御身をお守りくださるはずです。
故郷のため役立てよう。助かった。
対馬にある鳥居はすべて神の社へと通じています。ご符もそこで得られることでしょう。
Oh, it's time.
me, I fuck you bloody!
Guardians, hello. It's good to see y'all again. Welcome back to beautiful Bungie HQ here in Bellevue, Washington, where we come to you from a crisp, cold morning to share a little bit of what's to come with Heresy Act 2, and just for fun, a little bit of a sneak peek to what's to come with Act 3 as well. My name's Andy. I work on the social media team here, and worry not, we've got, as usual, an amazing cast of guests to go ahead and walk through some of the finer details of what you're going to be seeing today. So, as always, there's no time like the present. Let's go ahead and dive on in and get them introduced so we can go ahead and show you what we got in store. Here, sitting to my left, up first, is someone who, if you joined us last time, is someone that you may have already known, rather. Sorry, I'm going to go ahead and just make sure we get right into your intro. Someone that you may already know, narrative architect here at Bungie, the one and only Mr. Nico Stevens. Nico, how's it going today, man?
It's going great. Thanks for having me, Andy. How are you doing?
I'm doing so well, thank you. I appreciate it. So for anyone that maybe didn't join us last time or isn't aware of what a narrative architect does, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Sure. So like I said, my name's Nico Stevens. I'm narrative architect at Bungie. I've been here since Season of Dawn, and basically I contribute to all of the stories that people play through, whether it's text, lore, gun names, building out the actual beats of the story. And as the architect, more recently, what I've been doing is kind of putting together the player journey, as we call it, that the player experiences as they go through the beats of like a main campaign.
Yeah, so you're tugging our heartstrings months in advance at times. Oh. Excellent. Well, thank you. It's been a lot of heartstring tugging so far this episode. Sitting next to him, we have a new face joining us today, a senior designer here at Bungie, Quentin Quinones-Rezin. Quentin, how's it going, man?
I'm doing well. Thank you for having me here on the couch.
Absolutely. Thanks for taking the time to join us. This is your first time joining us, so really quickly, second verse, same as the first. For anyone that doesn't know you or doesn't get the privilege of working with you here at Bungie, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Sure. Yeah, I am an activity designer. I've been with Bungie since the Beyond Light expansion, and I've worked on, for example, the Altars of Summoning activity in Season of the Witch, and the Breach executable from episode Echoes.
Very exciting. And of course, some more stuff we'll be diving into here just very shortly. And then, of course, sitting just next to him, a man that is a friend to all Guardian kind and needs no introduction. So we're not going to give him one. Let's go into the show. I'm just kidding. Sitting next to him is, of course, the incomparable one and only Mr. Dylan Gaffner, Global Community Lead here at Bungie. Dylan, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great. Thank you for your 15-minute Rick Kakis intro. I'm very much looking forward to it.
I tried to edit it down, as you can tell. So for anyone that may not have worked with you or your team in the wild world of social media, or is just somehow meeting you for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, so Dylan Gaffner, DMGO4, as many know, Breadmaster, the guy that says we're listening. Yeah, ultimately, I'm a community lead here for Destiny, top of the team, where we run all the TWIDs, we make sure Guardians are informed, we take your feedback, pass it along to the dev team. But most importantly, we try to act as like the seat at the table for players. So if there's feedback, if there's conversation around something, or, oh, hey, excitement around activities, we make sure that voice is heard in all the meetings that we go to.
Excellent. Well, thank you, as always, for being a voice of the player here in our hallowed halls. We do appreciate it. And in addition to these fine folks, we're also going to have some other folks joining us throughout the show. It's a pretty jam-packed one, so we'll make sure to introduce them as they come along. But we have a ton of what's in store. So let's go ahead and kick things off. Nico, I'd love to go ahead and kick things off. We're going to go ahead and be concluding Act 1 of episode Heresy here very briefly and leading into Act 2. Before we kick off Act 2, can you just tell us a little bit about what got us here today?
Yeah, so as people who've been playing know, we had an echo that came from the Pale Heart, came screaming out from the death of the witness, slammed into the Dreadnought. This revivified Oryx form of the Echo of Navigation. We found that during the finale of our first act, and over the course of searching for it, we delved deeper into the Dreadnought, started uncovering taken powers, and we met an enemy of the Dread who has taken something from us.
Interesting. And also, in addition to our enemies, there's an ally of ours that had a very difficult start to the story. Are we going to be seeing more of Eris's story as we dive into Act 2?
Yeah, so let's see. So back in Act 1, anybody who's playing through that first mission, you recognize that we had to change Eris's class designation from Lightless Hunter to Shish Kebab.
How dare you?
But in Act 2, you're going to be hearing some whispers from beyond the veil as you're going through Nether, as you're going through Court, and as you're exploring those activities and exploring the Dreadnought more, you're going to be picking up some of these messages and hopefully being able to reach beyond that and see what's on the other side. And for our eagle-eyed players who played through the first act and saw that cutscene where Eris died, they see her wake up in this ascendant world, very much resembling a throne world.
Yeah, there's been some educated guesses in that direction, but obviously there will be a lot of lore to dive into, so Vase, if you're out there, maybe you can help us out and kind of tell us a little bit more about what's to come. Excellent, so that sets the stage, but we're also going to go ahead and dive into an activity here. We've got some gameplay ready to show on screen. Quentin, we've got a new activity that we're going to go ahead and release with Act 2. Can you tell us a little bit about what the Court of Blades is?
Sure, yeah, Court of Blades, when we were talking about bringing back the Dreadnought, obviously we're going to pay some sort of homage to the fan favorite activity, the Court of Oryx, that occurred in this space. But we wanted to freshen it up. We wanted to explore, what does Destiny look like right now? And so taking that and adding to that a lot of the activities recently have been sort of longer form, maybe a little stressful. We wanted to create a shorter, quicker activity that folks can just come and slay out for 10 minutes and have fun.
Exciting. So, as we go ahead and check out the Court of Blades, there's a lot of new augments available to players too. Actually, if we can really quickly look, there's some hive statues around. Can you tell us about the augments that players are going to have available to them as they go ahead and try and build their loadout for this activity?
Sure. Yeah. What we wanted to do was wanted to take some inspiration from the sort of roguelike things that we've been exploring over the last couple of years with Destiny, making sure that each run feels unique and challenging in its own way. And so what we've borrowed the concept of augmentations from Onslaught, so players will see those, and they're a little different in this case, where they provide challenges that players may be able to overcome in other ways. So they're simple mechanically. A single player could go and complete the augmentation, but you might be able to just DPS the boss, pop your super, that sort of a thing, as a way to overcome that challenge. In addition, we've got sort of a randomized set of armaments that players will be able to purchase between phases that will allow them to combat those challenges a little bit.
All right, I say we unleash our fire team here as we continue to go ahead and sort of explore what this has to offer rather. But in addition to the augments, there's also going to be some hazards that the Guardians are going to be going up against as well. It's not all going to be just fun and games and building your powerful loadout. Like these folks are here to go ahead and resist you.
That's IO.
What's it going to be like building your loadouts as you go into this? Are you going to be able to just set one up for the week and move along, or?
So the way this is going to work, the augmentations, the challenges that get applied, start to stack the more that you play the activity. And so you might get a really good combination that's very easy for you to blow through. Sometimes you're going to get a really bad combination of a certain boss or a certain augmentation that don't work well together. But we wanted players to have some opportunities to maybe shortcut those, or maybe combine a couple of the armaments that they can purchase and find a really cool combo. And so the armaments will actually rotate on a daily basis with the hope that there'll be sort of a meta that generates each day and then refreshes.
So as we had our fire team hop through that portal, Nico was like, "Ooh,
I know.
What we got? What we got?"
I had the same reaction actually. So these arenas are going to take place obviously across the system. Nico, can you tell us about the eagle-eyed folks in chat? Obviously, are kind of calling out where they believe that was. Can you go ahead and confirm to us where that arena was?
So the title of that area that you saw was Remnant of Silver, and that is on Io. It is in the cradle area where the Tree of Silver Wings was. And as players know, we have seen Mars come back, we've seen Titan come back, we've heard of Mercury, even though we haven't gone back and revisited it yet. Io is really the only one that we haven't really talked about at all. And that's because Io is still trapped between worlds, and right now it is in the Ascendant Plane, fully enveloped by it. And Oryx, through the Echo of as the Echo of Navigation, I should say, is kind of reaching out to these places of paracausal power, reaching out to Io for this place of darkness, Hive worship, as you see here.
Yeah.
The Hive have like massive connections to the darkness, obviously. And then one of the arenas that you haven't seen yet is on Europa. Which is the first place that we encountered stasis through clarity control, and it is a huge font of dark energy.
Yeah, I can see why they would want to, why Oryx would connect with those places certainly. But no, it's really exciting to get to go back to Io. I think obviously Chad had the same reaction that I had when it was like it showed on screen for the first time.
I've been there.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's been a while, hasn't it? Yeah.
So when we're going through these arenas, like you were talking about the challenges and the difficulty, with the Court of Blades, are we going to see similar mechanics to Nether, like the health scaling or things like that, or how's it different?
We will not be seeing the health scaling and health mechanics from the Nether, so that's a bit of a load off people's minds. This is intended to be a bit more of a less stressful, more fun activity, but the difficulty does escalate after every 2 challengers. And so what we want to do, we've created these sort of light mechanics. You know, what you're not going to see is true raid level experience. This is not a replacement for Pantheon, that sort of a thing. We want it to be.
Well, that means Pantheon's coming back then.
Go in and have fun. The
was that hope or cope?
The mechanics that you can buy as armaments
coming back anyway, aren't they? At some
provide
point.
Antidotes or shortcuts to
it was a success.
To the mechanics.
They should do it for dungeon encounters as well.
Some of them you may recognize from the Nether.
But make them 6-man.
Some of them are going to be brand new.
No, just leave them as 3-man. Because people haven't always got 6 people around, have they?
Some favorite old exotics, such as
Taken, as we see on the screen.
Sure.
Sorry.
How dare you?
Such as we've taken the effect from sunbracers off, and that is a thing that you can actually purchase within this this activity using the currency, and maybe combine that with something that increases ability regeneration, or maybe you see a couple of arc flavored armaments, and you decide on this run I'm going to use those.
Yeah.
So it's about mixing and matching and finding what works on a particular
a lot of chances to really exemplify your build. So also there's, in addition to kind of the standard run through.
Do you think you got the dungeon exotic
is there a
legit?
higher difficulty mode available as well?
No,
sure,
question.
yeah, for people who like a little bit more of a
No,
challenge.
not
We're
at
gonna
all.
have an expert version of the
Not meant to have that bow in
activity.
the minute either.
Both will actually
No,
be a
right.
really good place to find the Act 2 weapons.
I don't think they've ever had anything legit.
The activity.
Catalyst, the fucking lot of them.
You never know.
The expert mode.
I guess it's a test
Recently,
account,
make
so.
sure you got your build all tightened up. You're focusing on those augmentations.
I wonder how many of them actually play the game there, because if you're working on it all day, you're either going to be really passionate
steal your
about
phrasing
it,
there because I
aren't
can't
you,
think of
where
anything better.
Yeah, you're either gonna love it
To that
or
end as well, Nico,
you're
we're
gonna
going up against.
sick.
You were mentioning at the end of Act 1, Zivu and Savathun were none too happy with Oryx's answer and demeanor towards us. Who are we going up against as we go ahead and play through this activity?
Yeah, so a little bit of a refresher, final.
You're out in your shed milling away, Brian.
I've got a lathe in the garage.
And his response is,
Rhino said the only reason Rhino does is
super into that.
Flight sim.
Flight sim is because it doesn't technically do anything in the day when he's working.
So what Oryx is kind of doing here is he wants you to be his guy. You know, he wants you to take up that
Fucking
mantle.
doesn't do much when he's fucking flying anyway.
That's what I mean. He plays like in his
right,
stuff.
Yeah, he's fucking second in command, so he very rarely fucking does
and while he
anything.
is doing that, to
I didn't
prove
realise
that
it's
you
the
are
those lights on the runway for the
Zivu
autopilot
is here
system,
saying,
aren't
no,
they?
no, no,
Yeah.
So they're not actually for fucking the pilot to look at and go, oh yeah, I'm in the middle, I'm in the middle.
Yeah,
They are in a way,
much like we saw in
the
Heresy,
autopilot
it's a similar idea to that.
does the majority of the landing once you get into it. You have to take it down to a certain
height
manually, and then autopilot will
from
kick in.
this chain to the sword launcher that we
Altitude,
have.
that's the right
Stop
word.
being shackled to these old ideas. We can all be free.
That's why I don't
It
think,
sounds
like
kind
he
of
says about AI
It does
taking
sound
over
a little
thingy, it's not
heretical,
far
a
off
little bit,
anyway,
yes.
so...
Yeah.
I mean, we have to give a shout out. So Oryx has been kind of whispering in my ear through Nether and through the activities back on. I'm assuming we'll see more. Of course, we've hidden the VO, we've hidden the subtitles and stuff to avoid spoilers. But I wanted to give a shout out to the voice actor.
The voice actor for Oryx is Joshua David King. They did a fantastic job every single time we were in the recording booth. All the narrative designers, our voice director, everybody was just losing their mind over the performance. It was fantastic, and I mean, you get to see it in the game. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's always wonderful seeing like Morla coming in, bringing Eris to life, and then in this case, Oryx is alive, and this is the first time that we're having kind of a relationship with the Taken King.
Yeah,
so,
and it was a big deal for us because we wanted to make sure that we did that character justice, and they didn't really have Oryx as a character didn't really have a suite of voice acting before, so we wanted to make sure that it felt true to what Oryx was back in the Taken King as well as now with the Echo.
Are they still damaging when he's got over shields?
Taken, and now it's like, yo,
Oh,
sword
no,
logic,
they've
you
done that
killed
on
me,
a
you're
couple
cool.
of-
A lot more verbose now.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it so you don't see it being gated, and it's like as a demonstration, it just keeps going.
Up to snuff.
Yeah,
Actually,
they've
as
done it on
well,
a
really
couple of
quickly,
the random
Quentin, I'd love
ads
to go
have
ahead and check
shields
with you as
that
well.
they just happily
There's
killing them.
you were talking, I
Unless
think we were
there's
talking
a-
about the shaping slab earlier
Could
as
you
well
get
before the
another
show.
art? They
What
wouldn't
sort
do
of
that with
additional
an
enhancements are
art, would
available
they?
there?
Sure, yeah.
No,
People
maybe
have
they-
seen in Act
the old
1,
ones,
there's
like,
a set of
allow you
upgrades
to
that
do
they
it,
can
like-
purchase and slot in based on how far they have ranked the vendor that are specific to the Nether and the requirements of that, providing a free revive token, things like that. Court is going to get a whole new set specifically for it, as well as some permanent upgrades to help players deal with the heavy and increasing challenge as they get deeper and deeper and try and up that score of how many challengers they can take down in a single run.
Chances for our creators to make some guys. Maybe Abontis can help us out this time around. We probably got something in store there. But we now actually would love to take a moment to introduce another new face to our couch for the very first time to help kind of talk us through some of the weapons that are going to be available to you as we go ahead and kick off Act 2 of Heresy. We are now joined by the one and only associate designer here, probably the one and only Morgan Dickens, associate designer here at Bungie. Morgan, how's it going today?
It's going well, thank you.
Absolutely. So for anyone that doesn't get the chance to work with you at Bungie or is unfamiliar with your work, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm Morgan. I'm a weapons designer here at Bungie. I work on the origin traits and perks and just the general gameplay for the weapons. I did the Act 3 weapons and the Telesto update, if that tells you anything about me.
That's true. So obviously we have Morgan to blame/thank, depending on what side of Telesto you're on for the new catalyst.
There were some whispers of Telesto's broken on me when I was like, what do you mean broken? And then it's, oh, you mean like good broken.
You're right, yeah.
So good job. Community loves it. Thanks, chat, for shouting out.
Yeah, as we all collectively wiped our brow and we're like, okay, cool.
Telesto's broken and
Morgan hands us another win. So speaking of, we're going to have some new weapons. The folks in chat have obviously seen let's tell you about, let's go ahead and start with what's here on screen. The glaive that we're looking at right now. We're going to have some new weapons joining, but can you tell us a little bit about the glaive we're looking at right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So this glaive is Refusal of the Call. It is our second kinetic slot glaive that we have ever done, and our first strand glaive.
Excited. So this one, as someone who's been humbled by glaives more often than I care to admit in the Crucible
chasing
recently,
away
what are
monsters
some
or
roles we should
whatever.
be
I was
looking
teaching
forward
them
to?
with IAT.
Yeah, so
I was like, just shout IAT really loudly so my niece running around at the park.
Really high damage
Just
potential.
shouting IAT.
And if you're looking for a fun Crucible roll,
Everybody else looking to go, what the?
I was gonna say, was there anyone like
Smiler?
That's a good name for a perk.
Well, no, I think super white folk might be like, oh my god, a little black kid is chanting some voodoo shit at me.
I don't know, but I do want to make another call out. So when we were talking about, when you're going to the Dreadnought, it's peeling back, the skin is coming off. When we were just looking at this glaive, they all follow that same theme. So right now, you have a big sword on a big stick that's covered in teeth. Like, I cannot, this is my number one thing when Act 2 goes live to go and grind for me. So.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. And I couldn't help but notice, obviously, there's a very, very scary looking new Void bow as well that our Guardian here has been using. Can you tell us a little bit about this bad boy?
Absolutely. So Anamnesis is a Void lightweight frame bow. This one's really cool because the origin trait grants charge speed. So dealing damage to enemies and getting final blows will slowly just lower that charge time. If you're a bow lover and you have always wanted to take something other than Archer's Tempo in the left column, now's your chance.
Yeah, fair. I have my vault is littered with
Gambit
Archer's Tempo in
Punch.
that
Oh,
first
no,
column,
that's
so no, I'm
Mars.
really looking forward to that one. What are some roles?
Is
I
it
think
Mars?
we've got some
Yeah.
repulsor
Oh, it
braces
is.
going on, but what are some roles
inside
we
of
can
the
look forward
frozen
to?
Yeah,
cave,
you can pair
isn't it?
Repulsor Brace with either destabilizing rounds or Demoralize. And if you want to take advantage of that origin trait,
Yeah, you'd
reducing
go up the
charge
right-hand
time, you can throw a
side
successful
there, right,
warp and
and-
impulse amplifier on it and have one of the fastest firing bows in the game.
Yeah, honestly, even having just gotten that roll on Exalted Truth like the other weekend on Trials, like I cannot wait to go ahead and take it out for a spin with this bow.
Mm-hmm.
The timing is impeccable too. Like last week on I think Reddit, there was a post about, oh, legendary bows, I don't use them very often, etc. But folks were going into the Nightfall with Monarch.
Yeah.
Monarch. And I'm like, oh, here's a new Void Bow that goes with the artifact that has all these cool perks. Maybe you'll have a new thing to use in Nightfalls when the sidearm comes around next week. Chat, yes, the sidearm is next week. Don't worry. But yeah.
It's awesome. And so in addition to those, so obviously Dylan mentioned there's a sidearm. What is the other? I think there's two more that we haven't covered yet.
Yeah, so there's a sidearm, a submachine gun, and a fusion rifle.
Exciting.
The sidearm is one of our first heavy burst sidearms in a bit, and it's got bolt shot on it, which, given how quick sidearms reload, is pretty fun.
Yeah.
And you can also get sword logic on it as well. It's always a fun option.
Yeah, seriously,
So
I
when
can't
you
wait.
say heavy burst sidearm, is that a 2-shot?
2-shot.
Got it.
Yeah, it's going to be powerful. Again, I can already hear it ringing out, I'm sure, in my Trials matches. But we also have, there's a new fusion rifle. Oh, here, actually, we got the sidearm up on screen. Let's hang out here for a second and just take a look.
That's quite nice.
That art style is just so good. I can't get over it.
Yeah, the design is really cool, and
What's that 20,
the
40
glow actually
power?
gets a little bit brighter as you
What?
stack up the origin trait, which is fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Super cool, actually. In addition to that, I know we were talking a little bit before the show as well. There's a new fusion rifle in the store that sounds pretty
what is
terrifying if you're going up against
2020 or
us. Can you
2030?
tell us a little bit
It's
about
2020.
what's in front of us right now?
Yeah, so Afterlight is another weapon that really benefits from that charge rate boost.
Wow, that's a
and it's
shiny
got a couple
as
of fun
well.
options for DPS.
Fucking hell.
If you're willing to put in a lot of work, Ambitious Assassin Reservoir Burst with that origin trait will stack up in a couple shots and will do really, really high DPS until you lose Reservoir Burst.
Of course, yeah.
And if you're looking for something simpler, you can always do Lead from Gold and Vorpal Weapon.
True. Yeah.
This version of the weapon is one of the heretical arsenal versions too. So if you're going into the expert difficulty of court, you can get some of these to drop as you're playing with your friends. It has the 2 perks in each column, and then it has the extra origin trait from King's Fall, narratively tied in. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sandbox team, for the cool stuff. Thank you, Sandbox team, for the cool stuff.
Yeah.
But then also on top of that, you have your Tome of Want. So if you're just looking for rolls, trying to get more of the sidearm, the fusion, etc., these will be additions. You go and you get your slabs from the chests or doing the activity, and then you can use it in the court to get more drops, or you can actually go into Nether or go into Crucible or whatever and have a couple of those extra drops come in too.
Very exciting, yeah. And it's like, I don't know, I was getting like mini Plan C vibes from that one. Like, I'm super excited to see how I can work that one in.
Fuck is that countdown?
So the sandbox
It's
is always
the
obviously
thing
rather
with
going to
the
be enriched by some new
encounter
legendary
countdown. It was
weapons,
getting
but
lower and
our
lower
good
each
friend,
time they were
the
going in.
Barodiad, is going to have some new additions to their perks as well this time
So
around.
there's time pressure to
for
finish
anyone
the
out there
encounter.
like myself who's gone ahead and added that to their
Okay,
loadouts
that's
recently.
cool.
What are some of the updates we can expect there?
Yeah, so Barodiad is getting 2
Might just pull you
new
out.
Catalyst
I guess
perks
we're
in
gonna
Act
find
2,
out in
with
10
2 more
seconds.
coming later. And some of the fun options there are One for All and Target Lock. Not many exotics
no,
have
they
like damage
killed
perks
it.
on
Oh, wow, they
their
killed it quick.
Catalyst, but this one you can really alter your play style.
Yeah, I feel like Target Lock is almost made for that one. It's going to be super exciting to take that one out for a spin.
I'm going to be excited to see what Maven comes up with as a build video.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out, Maven. Thank you very much for all your build videos. Can't wait to see some more, obviously, along the way.
And sorry, it'll be 2 catalysts go live on Tuesday next week on the 11th, and then we have 2 more coming in Act 3.
Cool. Okay. So still more to unlock, but obviously Barodiad's potential is starting to really continue to build, obviously.
And if you haven't gotten it, that exotic quest, shout out to our activity designers.
the quest is fucking
I was blown
awesome.
away. And if you have some problems with like kind of insects and holes and stuff, it's a little creepy. So be prepared. But
I'm getting granite.
And actually, okay, we're taking a look at Barodiad here really quickly. This is one where if the Guardians out there haven't had a chance to get their hands on it, as Dylan mentioned, the exotic quest is live right now, but coming next week, we've got 2 more catalysts that'll be hitting. So looking forward to expand that. And actually, while we're here in menu, we'd be remiss if we didn't take a look at our friendly neighborhood artifact as well. As has been the case with the Act, our artifacts have continued with another, or expanded, pardon me, with another row.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about what we got? We only have 5, so I'd love to go ahead and just dive in and check them all out.
Yeah, absolutely. So the primary theme for this one is trace rifles with a secondary theme of like element matching. So in the left column, you have overload trace rifles as a new anti-champ option. And then we have a new trace rifle perk, Beam Medic, where rapid trace rifle final blows heal both you and nearby allies. This is a fun thing to pair with the new detonator beam perk, which will help you get those multi-kills.
Yeah. Yeah, very looking forward to it. I'm just like I'm already imagining how I'm going to get Microcosm back into my loadout. Honestly, already, like I cannot wait.
Well, I have good news for you. Skipping ahead to the 4th column perk, Harsh Refraction. Trace rifles do more damage to targets with debuffs that match their element type. And this is always on for Microcosm.
I was going to say, all right, so Kinetic is going to be a very happy camper in that case. Oh, I can't wait. Any others that we want to look at before we go along? I know we have a little bit of extra time here.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So for Microcosm, if you want to just really double down on that, Limit Break is the 5th column perk, and it will get you increased super damage when you are either critically wounded and you cast it, or when you have an elemental buff that matches your super type.
Perfect. And actually, while we're here, we may as well just take a look. What awaits us in the 3rd column as well?
So the 3rd column is a new artifact perk that will help you get more access to elemental pickups like tangles or fire sprites. Rapid final blows with a kinetic weapon or a weapon that matches your equipped super.
Elemental pickups grant matching super energy. How fast is Chaos Reach going to charge?
Just thinking that.
2 seconds
already.
A lot of additional mileage here. It looks like.
Look forward to that. I gotta give a shout out to our icon artist too. So like Prometheus Lens is my favorite trace.
It already charges
Laser
fast
tag
enough
weekend,
with
so people just
thingy
immediately melt and they're like, oh god. But that was a really fun.
I was going to say you were not one of those. Yeah.
Oh,
There
I
you
was so
go.
excited. We had a.
He just hovered over GM.
Can we put Prometheus Lens on Zer? And I was like, why would you do that? Yes.
I mean, that video you stood up there before me, it was like, what was it, 12 fucking ads he killed and he had his super back.
Yeah. How I did my solo runners under Doctor and
right.
on
That's right. I'll have your back. I'll have
the lock encounter with the 4
It's going to be a terrible day.
I went for the shortest damage phase possible, which is like 10 seconds.
Right.
And then just recharged my super by killing like a group of ads and just kept doing that back and forth.
So while we're also checking out the artifact, we've got, you know, we tease at the top of the show. We're going to do some Act 3 teases as well.
It's fun because it's
can you
not
give us
like...
a tease a little, or what the theme rather of
I don't actually think
what
it
that
does
last row is going to be?
that much damage to bosses,
So the primary theme
although
is
it's kind of
rockets.
like...
We have a new perk that will help you clear rockets without needing to reload or spend ammo. And then there's a secondary theme of Strand with a new way to access Woven Mail.
Okay, very exciting. I cannot wait to go ahead and just dust off my rocket launchers too. Honestly, I still have my Apex Predator sitting around, and that one's been waiting for a time to shine. So I think this is that moment.
Yeah. And outside of the artifact, there are going to be new things to play, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're going to have refreshes to the Nether and Court in terms of new bosses, new combatants. If you're familiar with the pressure events from Act 1, the blights that you have to destroy, there's new and devious versions of those that are coming to Nether. And then in Act 3, our featured activity is going to be the return of the Sunless Cell Strike.
Yes. Any Guardians who remember their fond Destiny 1 days of having that huge
been
batch
for a
of
while.
trolls running at you up the bridge?
No.
Now's the chance to check that out. But actually, you know, we were talking before the show. Cool.
I don't know if somebody did some work on it, but I couldn't get it to work.
Down in the deep
It
dark
looks like it's
dungeon
working
hole
now.
and then became a light hive, the Guardian hive. What do we
Light
call
bears?
it? Yeah, well, it was light bear and then it was like
the Lucent hive.
Ella Tool is what you called it, and I cringed.
Tool.
Yeah,
it's creativity's a process everywhere.
So with the Light Blade Ascending being in the Throne World doing their own thing, who is in the Sunless Cell now? And that's something we'll find out in Act 3 in April.
Yeah, very exciting. We'll have a chance to check that out. And actually, Dylan, while I've got you, I'd love to put you on the spot. In addition to obviously all this stuff that'll be arriving with Act 2, Guardian Games is going to be making its triumphant return as well.
Oh yeah. Let me get my handy dandy notebook here. Replaced the big one with the little tiny one. It looks like I take notes now.
He's like he's a reporter out on
No, I can't remember if it releases with Act 2 or
March
a week
11th,
after
right?
Act
Reset
2.
alongside Act 2. For folks that don't know what Guardian
Oh,
Games
the
is, we
Titan
invite
armor.
our
Yeah, big.
hunters, titans, and warlocks to come in, battle it out, and see, well, who's best. We have a celebration in the tower. It's all decorated, and we'll have a ton more detail in the Twit on Thursday, so tune in for that. But I just have a couple teases of, we have a...
Please.
You put it best, bite-sized boss rush mode.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like a court, it's not going to be like a pantheon, but now we have a challenge of,
Wait,
hey, go in,
they're
burn
doing
down
a
some
new event
bosses,
for
get as
Guardian
many
Games.
points as you can, and then you can get
Sounds
some
like it.
rewards.
Yeah.
So when it comes to rewards, we have some really cool armor. This is going to be Eververse. You can earn it for free through Bright Dust, so go in and do your seasonal challenges, do your Pathfinders. There are going to be some weekly bounties that get Bright Dust. And you can see that we're going with more of a gladiator theme, where previous it was like, let's go into sports, let's go into these things. Now it's like, hey, gladiators. You're going to go in, you're going to destroy these bosses, and it's going to be a really good time.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that hunter cloak for sure.
Seriously.
And then all players are going to be getting a specific class item to engage with the event as well.
That's right.
So,
yeah.
the hunter is holding our new premier legendary weapon that's going to be coming out.
Right.
And now I pass it off to Morgan because there's some really cool perk rolls that you can get on there.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had the Arc Trace Rifle in Iron Banner, which has more of a PvP focus. This one has more of a PvE focus to go along with the, boss slaying theme.
Yep.
It's got some fun perks in the left column, including Overflow and Triple Tap and Eddy Current, if you just want to double down on the arc perks. And it's got our new Detonator Beam and Jolting Feedback alongside Rolling Storm as well.
Okay, this one's going to be a lot of fun. Oh my gosh.
Does it have a Jolt Shot too?
I don't think it has Jolt Shot.
Okay. But just like you can go in and do almost every single arc verb with this thing, depending on your role. So better you do in the activity, the more perks you can get on these things. So double perks in each column. And then we have some returning weapons for Guardian games as well.
Yeah, Hullabaloo is coming back. That is the heavy grenade launcher that shoots the 3 waves. It is getting the new Rolling Storm perk, which is obviously really fun on a weapon that can clear ads so quickly.
Yeah.
And I personally like pairing that with Demolitionist, so you have a easier access to something that lets you discharge bolt charge as well.
Yeah.
And then it's got Envious and Cascade Point as well, which is a fun roll from last year.
Very nice. Yeah, my dad's a big Hullabaloo fan. He's got one with chain reaction that is devious against all that's saying against us, so I cannot wait to see this one in the wild.
We also have Taraxipos, the Strand Scout Rifle returning. It's getting the new perks Lone Wolf and Tear. Lone Wolf explosive rounds is devious in the Crucible.
I was just having so much fun too. How could you do this to me? No, I'm going to get one of my own. Who am I kidding? Yeah.
And of course, we have the title coming back, and it will still have Repulsor Brace destabilizing rounds, but it's also getting Recycled Energy and Demoralize, and To the Pain.
Demoralize is like my favorite perk name from this episode because it's legitimately like, oh, you're all weakened now, baby. Let's go to work. But title is going to be great. I've been trying to get that for the last couple of years with a good perk roll, and now there's a bunch of really cool stuff to get on it.
Yeah. So there's obviously a decent amount of stuff to go ahead and be chasing down in game between the new armor, the new trace rifle, and obviously the refreshed rolls. But Dylan, as well, I'd love to put you on the spot. There's going to be stuff out of game available to Guardians as well.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about what's available there.
Yeah, every year we have a Bungie rewards component. So big shout out to Natalie, our rewards team. But we have a really cool jersey that we're going to be offering this year. So go in, do your triumphs, earn your title.
Why did it have to
and
be
then you
buttoned?
can earn this really sweet jersey.
Yeah.
Why can't it just
there are
be
gonna
a
a couple other
football
things that you can
jersey?
go in and do as well. But this is, I think you and I were talking about, hey, you go to a Sounders game and now you can
that
have
just does
a
not
fellow
look nice,
Titan or a
but
Hunter
like
show
that
up and be
look.
like, hey,
a baseball jersey, right?
Warlocks are pretty
Yeah,
nerdy,
I was just
right?
going to say it looks like
Why are you here at a Sounders game instead of reading a book?
Yeah, right.
I
That's
quite
why we
like
also have
American football jerseys.
sample
They look really
here in the
comfy
studio. This
to
is a
wear.
large, just for folks that want to see it.
Huge,
Really
again,
cool.
shout out to Natalie. Getting one of these early, huge win. So huge thanks to our compatriots.
2025 Guardian Games.
Yeah.
Looks really good on the back.
That's so cool.
Thank you for my fashion corner.
You know what? You've got more on the way, but we can also tease that later. But no, really cool to get to see one of those in person as well. All right, so now, as we've obviously had a chance to dive in, with a little bit of what is to arrive in Act 2, we've got some Act 3 teases for you as well. And so we'd like to take an opportunity here to welcome 2 new folks to the couch that we have magically brought in. We'll go ahead and start with the fine individual to my left, who you may have met by way of some of our Bungie Vidocs in the past, or if you work here, she's brandishing a small bottle of teeth. Yes, actually teeth, at you during our team's meetings. I'd like to introduce one and only Nix Kinney, a producer here at Bungie. Nix, how's it going?
Hey, Andy, it's going. You owe me. No, happy to be here. Super surprised that you asked me to be live.
No, of course. Glad you could join us. For anyone that may not have met you by way of our Vidocs and is just meeting you for the first time, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what it is you do here?
Yeah, I'm a producer here at Bungie, and I've produced a number of teams from activity design, free roam lost sectors, strikes, to world art palette lighting, skies, VFX, and most recently our sandbox weapons team with Morgan, who was just here, and my production darling, Right in line.
That's right. We will. That is a Charlie Brown-ish line for now because we're going to introduce that in just a moment, I promise. But of course,
just
we're going to go ahead
changed
and make sure
people,
to
but it
introduce
was like
right next to
instant.
her,
It was really
Rodney
weird.
Thompson.
Oh, yeah, they
Senior
were already
designer
done.
here at Bungie.
Didn't even
Rodney,
see
how's
it
going?
happen.
Doing great. How are you?
Yeah, when Dylan was showing
That's so nice. Anyone
the
who may
shirt,
not
they
have
were
had a
there
chance to
already.
meet you or doesn't get a chance to work with you here at Bungie, can you tell us just a little bit about who you are and what you do here?
Sure. I've been at Bungie for about 10 years. I'm a designer, and I'm the sandbox craft lead. And additionally, I've been the team lead for the Charlie Brown redacted team that Nick's just mentioned.
Very exciting. We've got some cool stuff to check out. Now, actually, Dylan, you and I were talking a little bit about this. There's going to be a new event arriving with Act 3.
Yeah, this event is free to all players. It's going to offer something for lower skill for folks that maybe want to start getting into some endgame content, and then
People who
it's
just
also
need to
going
get good,
offer
you mean?
some things of higher difficulty. I don't want to steal too much.
Yay, they're catering for me.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
didn't want to say anything, but
if it's free to all players, I reckon this is their platinum style.
So Right of the Nine is our
the
new
nine
event that
stuff
we've
that
been
will
working
be
on. Really excited about this.
And there's
It
bits
is
in
a
my
limited time
inventory.
event that
Oh, there you go, limited
features
time
our
event.
dungeons. 3 of our dungeons that are part of this event. That's going to be Prophecy, of course, because of the 9 associations, but also Spire of the Watcher and Ghosts of the Deep.
Okay, so it's dungeon related.
These 3 dungeons, we've seen a lot of reaction, positive reaction to the contest modes for our new
You already know
dungeons
about this
that have
week.
come out.
Is that what you said
And
about
we were
dungeons?
thinking, what would it be
No,
like
I just
if we
said
were able
it'd
to
be
go
a
back
good
to our
idea.
older
This
dungeons
is why I
and
should work
experience
for
that kind of
Bungie.
level of challenge and see how
Right,
things
fucking-
play out in these older dungeons with some tweaks and some tuning and some additional modifiers and things like that to really bring the challenge up to kind of contest mode levels, right? So we're like, okay, we got this great set of dungeons. Let's really put the screws to our players and see what they can do in a hard mode for these dungeons.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, we were like, well, a lot of these dungeons, there's a lot of players out there that haven't gotten to experience them because they can be pretty intimidating.
They're about to
are,
do a story mode.
mechanically a little more intense. They
Sounded
don't do a
like
lot
it,
of
innit?
hand-holding in the activity, and they often require, or at least incentivize you to play with other players, right? So we were thinking, what if we could take this event as an opportunity to introduce these classic dungeons to a whole new audience by way of what we're calling Explorer mode. And so basically we've got new stuff at the top end in Ultimatum mode. We've got new stuff for players, or new opportunities for players to learn the dungeons in Explorer mode. And then we have Eternity mode, which is sort of aimed at our middle-of-the-road experience dungeoneers. So we've kind of got something for everybody.
Excellent, awesome. Well, we've got stuff to actually show live right here. Tell you what, why don't you guys tell us just a little bit about where we're at right now?
Sure.
It's the thing in the 9.
This is the social space for the event.
That looks like that
eagle-eyed veterans might notice that this is the third Spire social space.
Yeah, this
It was
is
originally used for the Trials of the Nine.
Trials of the 9, yeah.
Yeah, that's
but
it.
it's been a while. It's been
And it
since
was used in
year one
that
since you could
Gambit
go to this
season,
space.
season of the Drifter.
We're bringing it back for
kind
the
of.
Right of the Nine event. You can see off in the distance there as our brave/reckless guardian runs off into the horizon. You can see, there we go.
It's a death button intrepid one at that. So
you can see
that
the
is a new
Spire of the
weapon,
Watcher tower off in the distance.
which has 9
That's
symbols on
indicating
it.
That during the week that we have this set for, Spire is the featured dungeon.
Oh, are they actually going to start?
One of these 3 dungeons.
Are the 9 going to feature big?
During each
I
week
hope
of the
so.
event, on a sort of rolling basis.
Okay. Yeah. So here we're obviously obviously
In the future, I mean.
as well. What are some of the things we're going to be able to?
She's going to be jealous of Drifter, isn't she?
So the emissary is our vendor, and the emissary offers
Her and
you
Eric's going to have a fight over Drifter. Is that
rewards,
that-
a wide
that's
variety
gonna
of
happen?
things to do during the event. Like I say, it's all
That's where it's
dungeon
heading.
focused, but we're going to be leading you into those.
Okay,
dungeons and giving you
that Titan
rewards
armor
for
looks
being
cool
on the
as
various difficulty
fuck.
levels.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't
Is that
mention
the thingy
I believe I see
armor?
some
Yeah,
weapons
that's
in the
yeah.
background.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
So for this event, we have taken 4 of the weapons from each of the featured dungeons and given them a big revamp. We've redone their perk pools, introduced perks
Oh, it's
that
thingy
have come in over
weapon.
the season since the
Tim.
dungeon was released,
Well,
and put those
it's
into
the
these
solo
weapons
weapon
and really
from-
given them a good juicing up as far as like the
So
perks
it goes
that
to
are
the deep.
available.
I
What
can't
we're
remember
sort
the name of
seeing
it.
here
What the
is ability
SMG's
to
got?
attune to these
Yeah,
various
it's
weapons.
just been
But this is
used
this is one from
Yeah,
this
it's
essentially.
yeah.
So that if
Yeah.
there's a
So it's
particular
got the
one
trial
of these that you
symbols on
really
it.
are hunting a
Well,
certain
I can't
role,
remember the
you
name
can
of
tune
it.
to it get more drops of that weapon.
If they're going to go to all of them, surely. There it is.
Okay.
No survivors.
We see some fans, obviously.
So
in the
no
house
survivors
here.
of the Gambit weapon.
So we've got,
Oh,
as
no,
you were
it isn't,
mentioning, ultimatum mode. We can go
No
and talk a little bit about later.
survivors.
But as we noticed, Spy the Watchers here,
Yeah, it is no
Mitch, can you tell us a
survivors,
little bit about Explore mode and how you guys kind of built that and what that process was like?
Yeah, playtesting for Explorer mode was truly so cute because it required us to find people in studio who had never played dungeons before. And that means we sourced folks from all corners, all levels, and made them equal in the name of a dungeon. So it was really great to see them go through our dungeons and having us tune it so that
Didn't they got
by the
Pete
end of our
Parsons in?
playtest series, I think we just grew into
Drag him away from all his
folks who were
cars. It
really
was like,
quite
yeah,
adept
all
at
right, fine.
dungeons, and I want to say can
If
go
I don't
on
like
to,
it,
to
you're all
even
fired.
solo them if they wanted.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great starting point. I think we were talking a little bit before the show, but Explore mode obviously grants the opportunity, one, to just learn, to just go ahead and kick the proverbial tires in the dungeon, figure out how Arctrition works, which we can see here in just a second. But for folks like myself, who do
Arctrition?
really enjoy running dungeons, and I've only soloed one dungeon, but if I wanted to go ahead and really get all of my strats ready for a solo, maybe a solo flawless run if I'm lucky enough, this seems like a great way to approach that.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, there in the Explorer mode, you have some tool tips, so that'll give you some idea of how to
Someone in
navigate these
chat's
puzzles
moaning
and also
that it's
some
free to
waypointing
play and I
help
paid
you,
for this
get through
content.
some
Why is it
tricky
being
areas
given
that you
away
may
for
not be
free
able to
now?
find on your own.
Somebody doesn't understand the model that's coming, do they?
Yeah.
May not always be a switch way to go. And so you guys, like we were talking about before the show,
Understands
you actually built
what is
some
it
new
called?
tech to
User
help kind of
license
establish
agreements where you
those,
don't actually
breadcrumb
own the
trails for
content that
Guardians.
you paid for.
We're about to dive on in actually here as well, but very
You have a
briefly
license
as
to
well
be
as we
able
go
to
ahead and prepare
play
to
it,
land,
and what they do
a
with
brief
that
touch on ultimatum
is up to
mode as
them.
well. What are some of the key differences between those two experiences?
Sure. So while Explorer mode, of course, is aimed at people who have maybe not as familiar with the dungeons or never really given them a shot, Ultimatum mode is for players who are familiar with the dungeons and are used to a high level of play. So they're going to be our most challenging. They're going to be at sort of a power level equivalent of contest mode. So you're going to be facing tougher enemies. And then we're also using some activity modifiers to sort of craft the experience and make it a little more challenging, but also just give you a little bit. Require you
A
to
good
make
way
a
of
few
refreshing
decisions before you go into the
dungeon
dungeon, before you
weapons
go
as
into
well
an
into it with
encounter
new
that you wouldn't
perks.
otherwise necessarily.
Lol.
do. For example, using the
Even the devs do it.
basically means you need to keep one exotic equipped for the duration of an
He's still got his
encounter.
Reckoner
That's just
title
sort
on.
of
That's
a way
so
of saying, like,
good.
okay, we need you to really focus on thinking about this encounter and figuring out how you're going to tackle the challenges associated with it. And then both Eternity
There
mode
goes
and
Flawless.
Ultimatum mode
Wow, what the fuck is
are
that?
scored on a per
Just
encounter
looks. I don't know
basis.
why
So
they
the
just
higher
look
your
different
score
with
in
those
that
fucking
encounter,
symbols
They're
on
more,
there.
they're more
better the loot
square,
drop
aren't
is
they?
going
As
to
in
be,
like
double perks and different columns and things like that. That's all based on deaths. So instead of being
they did
based on
say that some of the
kills or
weapons have been
number of,
reworked. So
damage
like
bases or
that
things like
stasis
that,
grenade
it's basically
launcher
getting
is
through the
from Ghost of
encounter
the
with
Deep,
fewer deaths
and
gets
that
you a higher
didn't used to be a
score.
waveframe.
Exactly, right. So what we're really challenging you to do
Oh,
here
Arctrition.
is we're
Okay,
challenging
Arctrition
you
is the
to
one where you
go
kill
into this
the
harder
Minotaur.
mode and not
Minotaur?
just,
No.
execute, but
One of
also
them, and then you walk
execute
through it.
in a way
You
that
kill
gets
one
you
of
a
them.
higher
It is Minotaur.
score, gets you better rolls, and of course in the
Oh, so it's
Ultimatum mode,
literally
you'll be
telling
getting
people
adept
how
versions
to do
of
the
weapons.
encounter. Yeah,
When you say
that's
adept,
so good.
I mean, are they just adept, or do they have any special treatment? You might
And
say?
it's telling them where the
they
things
are,
are
in
that they
fact,
need to shoot. That
adept in name and in functionality. Also, they have
But it-
the new treatment. So all of our weapons
yeah.
have a new.
So
visual
this is
treatment
okay
to
to
them
do to
that has
old
9
content.
iconography on
Yeah.
them.
The thing
And,
that they shouldn't
let's
be
see
doing
here.
is
It's
to,
for
well,
new.
They're coming up right
they
now.
can do it
So
to
this is a
new
great
content,
example
but it has to be
of
a set
sort of
time
baseline
frame
drop of
Yeah.
new Pacific epitaph
before
that has
it
the new
becomes
visual
story
treatment. You can see
mode.
the 9 iconography on it, and you can also see like it's got the color palette at base for it. So all of our weapons that will drop during this event will have a new visual treatment. It'll also have the new
perks.
exclusive origin perk.
Reloading
which
this
is
weapon
Gravity Well.
automatically
This will
gathers
drop on all
nearby
weapons
ammo.
that-
Jesus.
What?
Nice.
Fucking
and
hell.
It's only available in Rite of the Nine, so it'll be exclusive to this event.
Very exciting.
And then I think Guardians out there, we've referred to them as holofoils in the past. So as you're going in, you're doing the harder difficulty, you're earning these adepts. They're going to have the animated holofoil,
Sort of cluster currency.
giving that galaxy background, kind of showing
Oh,
ascended.
look at that! Look at that! How fucking cool is that?
And I did
Very
it
nice.
in a way.
So
where I
what's
got
that a
my
shader?
goggles.
As someone who's
No, I think that's what they look like. That's the holofoil.
As much as you
a
can.
depth skin into it.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Go ahead and dive into this. So, actually, as well, now that we're in Explore mode, checking it out, Rodney, can you tell us some of the key differences, key changes you all made to make this a more accessible experience for new Guardians?
Sure. So one of the things you'll note is that we're using the in-world tooltips to teach you some of the mechanics. So this is something we've seen used in the Nether and in other places in the game so far, and we're continuing to expand that out as a teaching mechanism. So as you are playing through Ultimatum mode, you'll see these tooltips come up, and we have them all over the place anytime a new encounter, new mechanic.
Oh, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die.
A way to in-world see, like, okay, this is how this mechanic works. We're also using waypoints. Here's a great example of one of our teaching waypoints.
So if you didn't want to do it this way, you can still go into the normal mode.
Yeah. This is literally just fucking
so you're giving
it.
Yeah, you're giving players that choice, which is nice.
Well, I guess the reason you do the other modes, once you've learned it, is you get better rewards, don't you?
Yeah. So the hardest mode's going to have a depth. The normal mode's probably just going to have...
that's so, like...
Yeah.
For, like, what you were saying about time gating this...
Yeah. One of the things we've done is...
One of the arguments for not doing it is the fact that you get different rewards at different tiers. But it does take away some of that
Explorer mode.
Very nice.
That first day working it out.
Real penalty for failure.
So I think maybe you'd have you'd have contest mode for 48 hours. Then as soon as someone completes it, that would open up normal mode, and then once contest is over, then story mode opens.
The mechanics and the combat challenge, a lot of it is just, you have to sort of learn at a fast pace.
Yeah, having it all out there at one time would take away some of the community working shit out.
But I also think that contest mode should stay. I don't think contest mode should be that 48-hour window.
Oh, no. I think that's what they're saying. They're saying
I think it is the start of it,
I think it is staying, isn't it?
Yeah, that difficulty in because, well,
so you get,
to open the door.
I would imagine once this is all in, you'll have a dungeon node, and you'll be able to pick, obviously, Explorer level or...
I understand why contest mode exists, but it's always confused me because it's like you want your player base to get into contest mode, but you're throwing them in at the deep end massively unless you're a D2 vet pretty much, right? You don't know what you're signing up for.
The only thing you should get for completing contest mode in the 48 hours is the emblem.
Yeah, emblem and
maybe guaranteed exotic drop.
Yeah.
It's aspirational content.
Here's actually
they've added those in as well.
So that people who can't jump only still fell off.
We hear a lot of people say, I want to take my friends through the dungeon that have never been before.
Yeah, because how else do you practice for contest mode outside of that 48-hour window? You can't really, can you?
Well, that's why that 48-hour window contest is like for the best players, isn't it? It's not.
But how do you get people into that? So that like.
Oh yeah, no, I see what you mean. So you can practice at contest mode in a different dungeon just to get used to how difficult it is.
Older content. So I'm only applying this to older content. So like. After a set amount of time, the contest mode should become available for everyone. Even like at the end of the season when
going through this, like we have a bunch of rewards, not just for Explore mode where you're getting the normal.
Because it is emblems, and in my head, you should almost have two emblems. There should be an emblem for contest mode,
48 hours,
one for the 48 hours. Yeah, there should be two separate things, but you could earn both straight away if you wanted to.
Weapon cosmetic.
Because I don't, you know, when communities, because you get quite a lot of it on Reddit, and communities gatekeep difficult content, don't they? They're really bad for it, like really elitist.
But you'll still have that elitist avenue on the 48-hour, right?
Yeah, exactly. And people will be moaning about this easy mode, but it's allowing people and giving them that pathway,
Maybe an ambulance ride, everybody.
Doesn't take anything away from you being able to do contests like 48-hour or normal.
No, not at all.
So you can show off in the tower.
But some people will still fucking moan about
it. We don't have the name solidified just yet.
The difficult things still exist.
Well, I'll tell you what. Speaking of
things we do have locked in. So we've taken a little bit of a look
that's
at
not
what's
good
here
enough
at
for
Act
some
3.
people, Tim.
Dylan, I'm going to go ahead and take this chance to put you on the spot. Starting very soon, or if not recently, Moments of Triumph are back as well.
So, I mean, we just walked through. Sorry, I just put that down. So
that was very authoritative.
Yeah, we just walked through like here's what's coming in Act 2, here's what's coming in Act 3, and then here's what's coming with Ride of the Nine later in Act 3. Right now, if you're so inclined, Moments of Triumph just started.
Oh, so Moments of Triumph's active
2
now.
hours ago.
Yeah.
We have cool rewards that you can earn as you're prepping up for the next acts, as you're getting ready.
Yeah, many I've already completed.
There's going to be a Sparrow that's going to be really fun to earn.
Nice. Actually, I think we can take a look at those really quickly as well.
Nobody uses sparrows anymore.
Perfect.
Well, I do rather like that ghost.
Celebrate the
samurai helmet.
Go back in.
It's weird that they're still making
get
them
some of these
into.
things done. Do some grandmasters.
Nobody uses.
Yeah.
And then you can earn some free cosmetics in the game.
Very cool.
They released a new hoverboard. I didn't notice it, but they have released one.
Why it's behind a paywall, isn't it?
I think I own 6 of these.
Fucking
at
cool
this point,
shader
maybe
with it.
7, but this is the 2024, and yes, I'm going to call this out for my friend Matt. 2024 because it's the previous year, not 2025.
Yeah.
I've probably completed one
we have
thing on the Moments of Triumph.
studio.
That's a fucking
Thank you
educated
again,
guess by
Natalie.
me.
Very excited. This, I believe, is a large as well. Let's make sure. Yeah, large. So basically my size. I'm 6'1".
Yep. There we go.
But yeah, you can get your customization on the sleeve of your gamer tag or your player name.
Very nice.
And then when you're walking around in the outside world, people can see you for the nerd you are.
Yeah.
Shout out to the individual who yelled "Dead Orbit Forever" when I was walking around in my Dead Orbit T-shirt the other day.
Very nice.
But yeah, very frequently it's like you see people in their raid jackets, you see people in their Moments of Triumph T-shirt. And then when you purchase any Moments of Triumph related, the T-shirt, the pins, anything like that, there's also a special emblem. It's a gift with the purchase. So in-game, you get a little bit of swag too.
That's really cool. I always love those shirts because it
I changed the colour to red and returned them Welsh.
Hidden secret language where you're looking around and see people with their different Bungie Foundation shirts on or their different Moments of Triumph shirts on, and you kind of give each other just a nod as you walk through those hallways.
You really want to pretend
like
you're
you
Welsh?
have your in-game Ghost Sparrow, but then when you're going through Right, it's like I have my title. In real life, it's
I
like,
like
I got
Wales.
my title.
Yep.
I got it on my war vest. I got my T-shirt.
Earned it.
etc.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Well, everyone, we have had
I like
a
Wales
very
as a
big show
place.
today, and so that I think about leads us to the conclusion.
What?
Is what I would
I like
say
Wales as a place.
if we didn't have
Wales?
just one more
Yeah.
thing to
Beautiful
share with you.
place.
So.
So
Obviously, we've touched a
people
little bit on some of the
behind
stuff that's going to be arriving
It
with Act
Takes
3,
Two have appeared
and
to
we actually
deliver
have a
another
sneak
hit
preview
game.
also
Oh,
of
well,
a
I've
currently
got
in
the Ghost
development
already.
limited time PvP mode that will be joining Act 3 as well. I vote we go ahead and just throw it up here on screen. Let's take a look.
Wait, what?
Everyone, we'd love to introduce you.
Oh, no
to
way.
Heavy Metal. Heavy Metal is a
Yeah.
opportunity for you to go ahead and check out a team
Oh,
of
what's
break
this?
tanks against a team of Briggs, so you can test to see, whether you're good behind the barrel of a gun or behind the barrel of a
what the
Brig.
fuck?
But this was one that just the playtests, pardon me, have just been absolutely insane to watch.
Yeah, I'd say since day one of Beyond Light, players saw the Brig come to the game. And
Yeah.
they're like, when do I get one of those?
Fair
and
question.
this
So is this just an
the
additional
answer from the
fucking-
developer.
This is
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a
make it more
one-off,
competitive
like,
of Guardians
Awesome.
have had their
Season
drag tanks
3?
since Destiny
Act
2
3?
launched.
Yeah.
They're really fun.
Awesome.
Let's
Versus
see
time.
when you get
Brilliant.
into matchmaking who can come out on top.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. This is one that we're very
I
much looking
need
forward
one
to
triumph
unleashing
to
upon the
complete.
community, but as you can tell,
Really?
the Drake
Yeah.
tanks and Briggs alike provide some pretty unique tactical opportunities that we're looking forward to seeing getting into the Guardians.
Oh no, I've got it. I'm done. I'm
But yeah,
done.
this one has just been an absolute hoot.
There we go, done.
Honestly.
I
Yeah,
need
and
4.
when it comes to like this is a PvP thing, we say competitive, but this is a goofy like this is fun. You're sitting down on a Saturday night, you're chilling with
Reset
your
your-
buds. It's like
reset
let's
your
hop in a
vendor
tank
rank
and try
with
to do some
Banshee.
360
Well,
no-scopes
shouldn't
while
be
we
too
like
hard.
boost off of a ramp.
Yeah, we just finished a raid. Let's have a palate cleanser here and just have a good time.
I want to go for a movie of the week. Why don't I hop into Drake and try to get a triple kill? Like,
Chance.
yeah.
There weren't enough sick flips in that raid.
Yeah.
Get out there on my Drake tank.
Just how many 360 no scopes can we get into this thing? We'll find out. Does the Drake tank have a scope? I don't think so. But yeah, that's something we'd be remiss if we didn't take a chance. Sorry, on screen they just did a huge jump as well. But we'd be remiss if we didn't take a chance to show that off to all of you. So that, for real this time, concludes our show. So a huge thank, of course, to Nico, Quentin, Morgan, to Nix and Rodney, and of course the one and only Mr. Dylan Gaffner there for joining us today. We really appreciate you guys taking the time to tell us a little bit more. Sorry?
Thank you for hosting.
I'm also here. But of course,
Walking
more
in to play
importantly
moments
than me
of
is our
triumph.
fire team in the
Oh,
back of the house.
I'm
We've got Peyton, Ashley, and of course, my compatriot social media, Mitch, out there helping us go ahead and do the heavy lifting behind the
I
scenes.
want my
Thank you
thingy
to Tom
title
for joining
back
us,
on.
as
Where
always.
is it?
Don't forget
to the
to
crew
claim
here
your
in-house
emblem.
that puts on the show and has to deal
Already
with it.
done.
Me, thank you all so much for your time. We really appreciate all of your help.
I mean, that kind of cooks.
And of course,
Yeah.
before we'll also, pardon me, ask you all to go ahead and stick around for just a little bit longer, because before we conclude the show, we're going to go ahead and raid Bergen's Star. So do us a huge favor. Stick around for a little bit, join the raid, give them a follow, and tell them we said hello. We'd appreciate that. So today we covered a lot. We went through the activities coming with Act 2, such as Court of Blades, the continuation of the Barrack quest line, some new weapons joining the sandbox.
Yeah,
Took a bit of a look ahead at Act 3.
Right, I'm going to bounce for a bit with the Chinese for some
more than
tea.
anything,
Same.
we know you all are very busy.
I'll
We
be back.
appreciate being a part of your day, and thank you all so much for taking the time to
Speak to
join
you in a
us today.
sec.
We do appreciate
Right.
it. It's always a lot of fun to get to put these on, but they don't matter unless you show up. So thank you. So in the meantime, from all of us here to all of you out there, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you all Starside.